everyone. Welcome to our morning Sunday Vinyasa class. So before we start, I wanted to invite you all to the Tibetan Heart Yoga workshop that is happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, April 26th and 27th. We're going to be practicing a little different style of yoga. There is going to be some asana involved on the second day. The first day we will do a little bit more understanding of what it is, how to use it, and how it affects our bodies, and why we need it. Because a lot of times we don't even know, why we're doing half the things that we're doing. So it's a nice way for us to kind of get the information, get the education. The second day, we put it all into practice, and then we'll have a bonus third day that will allow us to kind of integrate it with our daily life and maybe use it more on a regular and consistent basis. So I'm hoping to have you guys come join me. You can join online from anywhere you are in the world, so it doesn't really matter where you are. You can always be a part of this. And if you are in the Germantown, Gaithersburg, Rockville, Maryland area, if I have enough people, I will be hosting it in person as well. So I hope to see you guys then. And let's go ahead and come to a standing position to begin our practice. Shoulders back, nice and lengthened through the spine. Take a nice deep breath in, a slow breath out. If you like, you can close your eyes and kind of take your awareness inward. Allow the breath to move effortless through the body. Create a sense of space from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. Another deep breath in. A slow breath out. We'll inhale, we'll draw the palms together at the center of the heart. We'll just open the sacred space of our practice with the sound of Om. All together, inhale to begin. Om. I'll raise the arms up, look up towards the thumbs, shoulders relax. Let's take a moment here as you reach and lengthen, press down to the soles of your feet. Now grab your left wrist with your right hand. As you inhale, reach up one more time, and then exhale, pull your body over to the right, bumping the hips to the left. You can keep looking up to your thumbs, or if it bothers your neck, you can just look down, or you can look forward. Either way is fine. And then inhale, come back to center, switch your hands. Exhale there. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, take it up and over. Very gentle side bend here, just waking up the body. Again, your gaze can be up, forward, or even down. Inhale, come back to center. Reach both hands to the fingertips. Separate your arms, shoulders back. And now just drop the hips forward a little bit as we reach the arms back for a little gentle back bend, opening your heart space. Maybe you can keep your gaze up or again, chin down. And then exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees, and let's start taking a forward fold. Hands come down to the mat, head relaxes. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your spine. Keep your knees soft and try to bring your palms flat next to your feet. Allow your breath to move effortless here through the nostrils. Easy and steady. One more breath, let your body hang. Start to feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Exhale. And then inhale, let's lift halfway, shoulders roll back. Open up the space of your heart as you extend forward. Reach through the rib cage, forward and away. Keep your gaze down to the mat. Exhale, we're going to plant your hands to the floor and we're going to walk the feet back. Take a high plank. All right, so once we find our high plank, engage your core, protract your shoulders, push into the heels back, and then we'll just use this pose as a way to fire up and warm up the body. So the heels are pressing back, your weight is forward onto your shoulders, elbows, wrists are stacked. We're going to drop the right knee down and then pivot the left heel to come into a side plank. Left arm reaches up, look up towards the left thumb. Try to press the left edge of your pinky toe down towards the mat. This is going to create a little bit more opening in the hip. One more breath. Reach and lengthen. Keep your abdomen nice and contracted. And then exhale, dropping that left hand down. Extending the right leg back to high plank. Find your shoulders here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left knee down. Right heel pivots. Inhale, open up through the right side. Palm is facing towards the side you're facing. So turn your shoulder if you need to. And then reach through your fingertips, extend through the fingers, strong engaged core, and exhale, right hand down, back to your plank, find your shoulders, find your core, and then exhale, push your way back, take downward facing dog. So now that we're in downward facing dog, our first one of the day, bend and straighten through the knees. Maybe pedal out your dog, one heel down, other heel. You can move your knees in towards each other. Find a way to kind of lengthen through your spine. So you want to feel like you're not putting your weight forward to your wrists, but pushing up and back, reaching your tailbone back. Your gaze is towards your knees or upper thighs. Your shoulders are separating and kind of spiraling out, but your forearms are kind of moving in. So you're using opposite kind of twist here in your arms. Engage into your arms strongly. Press into the fingers and knuckles. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees down, sit the hips to the heels, and take Balasana, either arms extending forward or hands back by your feet. And let's stay here for a few breaths. 1, good. 2, if the head doesn't quite reach the floor, you can place a block underneath your head. 3, 4, steady and calm breathing. And 5, inhale, roll yourself up to tabletop, separate the knees, hip width. And then we're gonna go ahead and find cat and cow. So from a flat back, inhale, drop your rib cage, lift your tailbone, lift your chest, shoulders back, and then keep gazing to the tip of your nose. Exhale, curl everything under. Rounding through the back, separating the shoulder blades. Inhale again. Lifting and opening. Full breath. Exhale, curl under. One last time. Inhale, open and extend. Exhale, curl under. Finding ourselves into a flat back once more. Let's bring the knees back together. We'll do a little down puppy. So from here, walking the hands forward towards the top of your mat. Maybe the forehead or the top of the head can rest on the mat. And so it's similar to down dog in the sense that you're stretching through the shoulders, but your knees are on the floor and the tops of your feet are planted. You want to keep your hips elevated and moving back. So not down on the heels, but not forward over your the mat. You want to keep your hips and your knees stacked, one on top of the other. Stay a couple of breaths here. Keep spiraling up through the shoulders, engaging into the palms. Steady and calm breathing. If there's room and you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can maybe bring your chin as you bring your arms a little bit more forward, opening up into the spine and into the back. One more deep breath here. Exhale completely. If you're on your chin, bring your forehead or top of the head back to the mat. Lower your elbows down and slide them in towards you to bring your weight back to the heels. And one more time, extended child's pose, knees together. And again, your head can just hang here. It does not have to touch. It can just hang. But as you're reaching yourself forward, you're also pulling yourself back through the hips and the tailbone. And then inhale, slowly roll back up to tabletop. All right, moving into a balanced position. Separate your knees once more. Take the left knee, toe, tuck it under and extend that left leg. Once we're kind of have that left leg extended, engage into that left leg. And then as you inhale, see if you can lift your right knee off the floor and push up like you're going into a plank, hollowing out the navel and pressing the middle back away like that. And then exhale, drop the knee down. Lift the left leg up, point the toe, and if you find balance, maybe reach the right fingertips forward or extend them all the way to the top of your mat. So we're pulling in opposite direction, the right arm as well. Reaching the right fingertips, reaching the left toes. Opposite direction. Hold and breathe. If you find yourself kind of sinking down to the mat, inhale, lift everything up a little bit more. Activate the back leg, activate the muscles of the back, and then exhale, release, back to where we started. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow, releasing the spine. Finding all the little articulations of the back. Exhale, cat. Coming to flat back. Doing the same thing on the other side. So right toe tucks under. Straighten that right leg. Find engagement in that right leg. Stretch the right calf muscle. You can adjust your hands, your left knee. Position yourself as you need to. And then activate the right leg. Inhale, lift the knee up. Round the back. Allow yourself to find that engagement here, strong into your shoulders, into your fingers. And then exhale, lower that left knee down. Lifting the right leg now, point the toe. You can extend the left arm forward on the mat, or you can extend it up. Find the gaze down towards your mat so the neck is long. Reach to the fingertips, reach to the toes. If it feels good for you and you find yourself, dropping down, inhale, see if you can lift a little bit more. One more breath, exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen. And then exhale, back down. Right away, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, flat back, tuck your toes under, lift both knees, and then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Steady your breathing here. 1. Press into your legs, lift your quadriceps and kneecaps. 2. Heels reach to the earth, even if they never touch. 3. Chest moves in the direction of your thighs. 4. Shoulders away from your ears. 5. Inhale, look forward between your hands, and then step the right foot forward. Replace the right hand with the right foot. You have blocks. You can use your blocks. I'm going to put a set next to you if you want to use them. You're going to place the blocks on either sides or the hands on either sides of the right foot. Then we're going to push back through that left heel. So the blocks help make the earth come up to you, so it's a little easier. You don't feel like you're sinking. Try to feel a sense of lift and elevation. Press that left heel nice and strong back and away from you. Keep the right knee and right ankle stacked so that you're supported there. And then we're going to drop the left heel down to the mat. Keep your right hand on the block, and then inhale, open up to the left side. A little side stretch here. Keep dropping the hips down, so don't let them pop up, straightening the right leg. It's not Trikonasana. It's similar to Parsvottanasana. Now, another deep breath in. Press the pinky edge side of your left foot down. And then exhale. Left hand can come to the mat. Lift the left heel. And now straighten the right leg for pyramid pose. You're welcome to slide the blocks a little closer underneath your shoulders. Might make it a little nicer. And then if you like, you can fold over the right leg. Pushing the left heel back and keeping your right leg active. Inhale, we lift halfway. If you slid your blocks back, bring them back forward. Bend the right knee again. Drop the left knee this time. Release the toes. And then we twist the other way. So I like to start by just placing my hand on my thigh, rotating the torso. And then from here, that right arm can reach up if it feels good, or you can place it at your lower back to give you a little bit more rotation. Normally we open up that right foot, keep the big toe grounded on the right foot. Reach to the left toes. And then exhale, release. Right hand down. Again, extend your right leg. Flex and point through your right toe. We're going to try to go into a little bit of more stretch into the legs. So from here, keep your right foot flexed and see if you can slide it forward towards the top of your mat. You might need to walk it. Go as far as your body will allow and stop. You'll find a place where your body needs to stop. Remember, your blocks also have levels, so you can make your blocks a little higher if you need to. And then you can continue to slide, pressing that left leg back, lifting through the chest, shoulders roll back, and see if you can extend your body. Maybe come to your fingertips. Opening your heart, maybe looking up. One more breath. And then exhale, let's release. Bringing the hands back down if you lifted them onto your palms, and then slide that right foot back or walk it back. Bring it all the way back. Keep your hands on your blocks, extend them forward, and take a child's pose. Hands stay on the blocks. This way you can find a little bit more opening in the shoulders, a little bit more sensation there in the back, upper back. It's okay for the head to hang, no worries, let the neck be soft. Couple more breaths. We're going to repeat that whole sequence on the other side. Hopefully I remember. So here we go. Inhale, come back to tabletop. We'll do the down dog with the hands on the blocks if you're using them. So tuck the toes under, lift the knees. Exhale, press back to down dog. Notice the difference between your regular down dog and down dog on the blocks. It kind of allows you to move into the space of your rib cage a little bit easier perhaps, lengthening a little bit more through your spine. Connect with that feeling, that sensation, so when you're not using the blocks, you can still create that space. Now looking forward between the hands, the left foot's going to step inside that left block, and then the right leg is going to reach back and find our lunge. So in the first version of the lunge, the right heel is up, left knee, left ankle are stacked, and then again, using the blocks to lengthen your spine and drop your hips down. Good, beautiful guys. Now, as you hold here, connect with your breathing. Deep inhale, slow, gentle exhale. We're gonna keep the right hand on the block and then, the left hand, dropping the right heel back. Here we go, I got this. Dropping the right heel back, left hand is on the block, and we're gonna open up to the right side. Reach to the fingertips, drop your hips down, try to press the pinky edge side of your right toe to the mat. Mindful of your shoulder. You can always move it slightly forward, but if you can, reach it to the sky. Dropping the hips, steady breathing. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Come back to your lunge position. Good, and then drop the right knee down. Release the toe. Right hand on the block. Left arm opens up or hand on the hip to rotate. So your choice here for your rotation. If the shoulder feels nice, reach the arm up. See how that feels. If there's a little funkiness in the shoulder, just drop that hand to the hip and keep moving the hips forward and down. And then exhale, let's release. I forgot one pose. Tuck that right toe under, straighten the leg again, and then exhale, straighten the left leg. We missed this one, pyramid pose. Extend through the spine, push the right heel back, and if it feels good, hold. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, we bend the left knee. All right, now we drop that right knee back again. We did the twist, so now we're going to move into the back space of the leg. Pushing the hips back, pointing and flexing through the left toes. Couple of times just to loosen up that leg. And then we're going to try for the kind of half split. Remember, you don't have to go so deep. Just start to slide that left heel out away from you. Keep moving until your body gives you the stop sign. Once you get that sign, maybe making adjustments to your blocks, maybe making your blocks a little bit higher, whatever you need, and then lift your chest, shoulders back, try to drop the hips. Inhale, look up, opening through the heart space, shoulders back and down, just like up dog. And breathe. Drop the hips down, be heavy in your hips. And exhale, chin down. Slide that leg back, nice and slow. And then we're going to bring it back. And again, flatten out your blocks and take Balasana. This time, separate your knees really wide. Keep your hands on the blocks. You can continue to move the blocks forward if you need to. And now maybe the forehead can come to the floor a little easier. Still that extension in the spine and the activation in the shoulders. Come back to your sense of breathing, awareness of your body, where you are in space right now. One more breath. Exhale. Beautiful. Now inhale, come back up. You can move the blocks off to the side for now. We'll maybe use them again when we come to seated. All right, so knees back underneath the hips, back to tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, press the knees up. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. The right foot's gonna step forward between the hands. The left heel will pivot. Inhale, roll up to warrior two. Reaching the arms out, bending into the right knee. Shoulders are engaged, arms parallel to the floor. Watch your back arm, it likes to sink. Lift it up, good adjustment. Reach through your fingertips one more time, inhale. Exhale, drop your right elbow to the knee and extend your left arm up and over. If you've been coming for a while and you want to continue this down, you can bring your right hand to the floor. That's an option for you. Make it a little bit more difficult, your choice. Or you can also use a block on the outside of your right foot. Now exhale, windmill your hands back down to the mat. Take your right hand inside the right foot and walk that right foot to the side. So we're opening up for lizard. Make sure your right shoulder and your right knee are making gentle contact with each other. So you're not pushing your knee away from your body by keeping it planted, big toe down. And then let's rock this lizard forward and back. So you're rocking back onto your heel and forward to your toe. And just check in with the hip. Allow your breath to move effortlessly through the body. Couple more. And exhale, we stop somewhere in the middle, somewhere grounded. One more deep breath, push back to that left heel, activate into the left hip flexor. See if you can find your psoas muscle deep inside your hip. And then drop the left knee down, release the toe, gives you a little bit of a break, but try not to move your hips back. Keep moving those hips forward and down. Beautiful. Now you can grab a block if possible and maybe bring your forearms to the block. If you don't need the block, you can just bring them to the floor. One thing is make sure the block is forward enough so you don't round into your back. And now that right knee is gonna wanna open up to the side. So it's gonna take some mental effort to pull the right toe down to the mat and keep the knee as parallel to your body as you can. Good, beautiful. Nice job, Tara. Breathe. Inhale, dropping the hips. Exhale, shoulders back and down. All right, here's gonna be a fun transition. Come back onto your hands. You can move the block off to the side. And then we're gonna keep the left hand on the mat, right hand on the thigh, and try to drop the right hip as you open the right foot. So now we're separating that leg away from the body, dropping the left hip down. Easy breathing. Good. Exhale, release. Bring your right foot to the left side of your mat. So walk it over to the left. Once it's there, hands on the mat, drop your right knee, prepare for pigeon. Good job. All right. So if your right hip is way off the floor, you can use a pillow or a block. Place it under your right hip. You look good, actually, Barb. All right. And then we're going to bring the forearms to the mat. Keep extending through that left leg. Be mindful of your left foot. Make sure it's pointing straight back and you're not bending at your ankle. If you feel good, drop your rib cage, your chest, make a pillow for your head, or just simply bring your forehead to the mat. Try to lengthen and elongate your body here. Okay, very nice. So be mindful that you're not dumping all your weight to the right, nor all the way to the left. Keep yourself somewhere stable in the middle. And you don't have to use a prop under your hip. It's just there for your comfort. Good. And let's just be here a few more breaths. This pose can feel very intense for some of us, myself included. So as you hold, one good thing to acknowledge is this aspect of impermanence. Even though you may be struggling here to hold the pose, you know it will end. It's not permanent. Nothing is. And then the opposite also is true. If you're loving this pose and you want to be here forever, No way, it's impermanent. It will end. All things do. So allow yourself to kind of just be with what you're feeling, the sensations, without attachment nor aversion. One more breath. Exhale completely. Inhale, we start to press into the hands. We start to come up. Before we come up completely here, see if you can ground yourself a little bit more. Your right hand's going to be on the inside, and then you're going to drop yourself over a little bit to the side. So your right hand's on the inside of the knee. Bend your left knee and see if you can find your foot. It's a nice quad stretch here. Yeah, there you go. Good. So Gaurav, try not to bring that right hip, try not to force it. If it cramps up, it's okay. You don't have to try it. Good. Beautiful. That's much better. Steady breathing. And then exhale, drop the left knee, both hands on the either side, press into that left leg. Your leg's going to feel like spaghetti. It's okay. So your left leg is straight and slide that leg back, spaghetti legs, funky hips. I know. Let all those sounds out. It feels so odd, but yeah, beautiful when you start to really connect with those deeper stretch into the hips. Easy and stable breathing. Let all of it go. Again, here you can sway, move, bend, rock, whatever you want to do to even out your hips, to see if you can come back to an equanimous state where everything's okay. It's all equal. Steady and calm. One more breath. Good. And then we're going to inhale to look forward. We're going to step that left foot forward between the hands. We're going to do the other side. Right heel pivots down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Reach the arms, sit down strongly into your legs. You're looking over your left fingertips. Watch the back arm, don't let it drop. Reach it, extend it, arms parallel. Bend your left knee a little bit more. Can you sit a little bit more? And then exhale, left elbow can come to the knee. Right arm can go up and over. Again, if you want to go for a little deeper stretch, release your left hand to the outside of your left foot, and then reach the right arm up and over as you drop the hips. Try not to elevate the hips here. Hold them down. Let weight and gravity find you a little deeper version of this stretch. One more breath. And exhale, right hand down, left hand to the inside, rock the left foot out to the side for a moment, take lizard's pose. So in lizard, your left knee is stacked over your left ankle, your right heel is pushing back, and your hips are reaching down. So you don't have your hips up like down dog. Down, that's it. Good adjustment, guys. I saw that. Now, from here, you can choose to stay or grab your block, maybe make it a little taller on this side for me, and then bring your elbows to the block. And again, your left shoulder is kind of hugging the left knee. And then again, you can rock a little bit here, forward and back. You can also do this on your hands. Remember, you have options. So do what your body needs. Connect deeply with your breathing. Take your time to change or try something different. Good, and then maybe stop. You can bring your hands back to the floor, move the block out of the way. Good, allow yourself here a moment to drop the right knee and notice that release, letting go. So now the right knee can be on the floor, yeah, and then your right toes pointing back, beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna go for that twist, opening up that left foot to the side, left hand to the thigh, rotate the body, look back over left shoulder. Twist, 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 twist. Dropping the right hip down and forward. Opening that left foot. Gorgeous. Exhale, come back to center. And then now we're going to walk that left foot across, set up for pigeon on the other side. Once the left foot reaches the right side of your mat, drop the left knee. Square off your hips. Good. All right. So once the hips are kind of squared off, be mindful that you don't dump all your weight to the left, nor all the way to the right. So somewhere in the middle. Once you're set, bring the elbows down and take some time here to relax. Let yourself breathe, let yourself soften. Again, you can go a little further down and let your forehead rest on your hands like a pillow, or simply bring your chest abdomen, and forehead to the floor. Relax your shoulders. In the state of the asana, which is what we're in, we work on regulating our breath every time. So nice inhale, slow exhale. Let go of the need to do more than you already are. Find a place of ease within the struggle of the posture. Reconnect with that sense of impermanence. Make any adjustments necessary so that you can even out ease and effort. Notice if you're tensing through your hands or your feet, try to relax there. Notice if you're tensing through your shoulders or your jaw, relax there as well. Easy and calm breath. As we hold our pigeon, the hips start to release tension. The energy of the body is moved and affected, so a lot of things can come up for us here. Be with it. Don't push away. Don't ignore. Be the observer. And with the next inhale breath, we can start to lift the head, bring the elbows in. Take a moment here to stabilize yourself. Hands back onto the mat. We're going to keep that left hand on the inside as we move our weight over towards the right. And then if it's available, bending the right knee and grabbing the foot, stretching through the right quad. You want to move that heel towards your butt. And then exhale, let's slowly release. And then again, those spaghetti legs, activate, move them back. Take your downward facing dog. Let it go. Let all of it go. Swing, sway, bend, straighten, walk, whatever your body needs here, let it happen. You can also take child's pose if you need a little rest. As we progress in our practice, our down dog becomes like a resting posture. There's this nice elongation that happens in the body that after a while feels really nice. And our sense of effort is diminished as we hold because our strength is increased. So the more strength we have, the less effort we have to put forth. We're going to do a twist here. So bring your weight to your left hand and then bring your right hand to your left ankle. And then twist the body. If that's not accessible, you can just twist without changing your hands. You can just twist from the place of your downward facing dog. If you have your ankle, pull your body through and look out from underneath the left arm. And then exhale, let's release. Right hand down. Deep breath in. Exhale, other side, left hand to right ankle, weight in your right hand. Press firmly through your fingers of your right hand as you twist. Pull your left side rib cage through underneath your right arm. So you're extending your body through. Keep your hips even, keep your feet grounded. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop your knees. Separate them wide. Big toes touch. Hips down. Balasana. Arms forward, arms to the sides, or arms back. Take a rest here. Let it go. We move through our practice. Different parts of our lives will start to rise up. Allow yourself again to be the observer. The practice is like a lab for us. So we can test out different things. We can put ourselves in difficult positions and a little bit of struggle. And notice how we can always come out. So it gives us the opportunity to challenge ourselves just enough in a safe, controlled way. So that when you're triggered outside of your mat, outside of your practice, you can use these teachings to help you make better decisions, better choices. Another couple of breaths here. And slowly inhale, lift the head, come back to tabletop, or you can come into a seated position. So if you've been doing our Ashtanga practice, just take a jump through. Otherwise, you're just going to move your feet to the side, drop your hips, and sit down. If you want to try a jump through, I'll guide you guys through that. So you come back to down dog. You would move your right foot to the back of your left wrist, left foot to the back of the right wrist. Find strength here, and then slide your feet forward and sit down. Beautiful. All right, so however way you sat down, allow yourself to be grounded here, Dandasana. Hands next to your hips, shoulders back, feet flexed. Belly's drawn in, ribcage tall. Nice deep inhale, slow exhale. Keep your quads activated. Feel your sits bones pressing down into the mat. One more breath. Nice. And then exhale. Let's lean forward. Maybe we find the toes if you can. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, pull yourself forward and down. Paschimottanasana, shoulders relax. Top of the head reaching towards the toes. Chin reaching towards your shins with a space between. Let your back kind of do what it needs to do. As long as you're hinging from your hips and not from your waist or your middle back, then you should be fine. Try to really extend your abdomen over your legs. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale there. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot and your left arm behind you for a twist. So the hand can be placed on the floor, or you can reach it and extend it back, palm facing the left side. Look over your left arm towards your left thumb. One more breath. Knees can be soft here. No one says you have to lock out your legs. And then exhale, release. Cross that left hand over onto the other side. Release the right side. And then again, twist. Looking now over your right thumb. Letting your torso be long. Find how the stretch moves into the kind of kidney area of the lower back. Reaching and extending. Keep your gaze focused and rooted. And then exhale back. Cross the hands one more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, pull like you're trying to fold down. If you can't grab your feet, maybe you grab your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, whatever you can grab. You can just keep your arms crossed as you're pulling down. One more deep breath. So the elbows kind of open out like scissors. Exhale. Inhale, we lift halfway. Exhale there, release the arms, and come to seated. Good job. All right, so I'm going to turn and face the camera. You guys can stay how you are. You're going to extend your left leg forward and bring your right foot in for Janu Shirshasana. We're going to do 3 different versions of Janu Shirshasana. We're going to start with the regular traditional version. Legs are at 90-degree angles, and we're turning towards our left thigh. Inhale, let's lift the arms to create space with the spine, and then exhale as we fold. Grab as far from that foot as you can reach. So maybe you grab the ankle or calf, maybe you grab the foot, and maybe you interlace your fingers, or maybe you grab your opposite wrist. As you connect with your connection there with your hands and your knees, then allow your chest and rib cage to lower down and your chin towards the knee. Keep your right hip and right knee pulling back and down. So there you're grounding in behind you. Your left leg is very active. Now, as we inhale, let's lift halfway. Just like we did before, your right hand is going to either grab the side of your left foot or your ankle, whatever you can reach, and then we're going to twist towards the left, opening up the body here. So these twists really start to activate into our bodies. And then exhale, let's release, come back up through center. We're going to twist the other way, right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, open up. Here's a fun addition here. If you like, you can press your left heel down, point your left toe, and then inhale, lift your hips up, and then reach your left arm up, almost like a full body yawn, extending. And then exhale, drop it back down. Good job, guys. Now, so another similar thing, the legs haven't really changed. We're going to extend our bodies in front of the right foot. So a block can be a nice way to bring your forehead to the block, or if you can, forehead to the mat. And then again, your arms can reach, or you can keep your elbows bent, and let your back do whatever it's going to do. If it needs to round, it needs to round. Let's see if you can extend away from that left hip. And then your left toes, they need to stay active. If your foot's relaxed or pulling one way or the other, keep that left foot active, heel pushing away. Good, beautiful. Shoulders back and down. Easy, steady breath. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, pressing yourself up, back to upright. All right, last version of this. We're going to reach the left hand to the left toes. Reach and extend through the body. Maybe bend that left elbow inside the left leg if it's available. Use your right hand against your thigh to twist here. And then if it feels good, right arm can extend up and over. Or you can kind of round into your side body and reach your right hand towards your left foot, opening the rib cage and chest. So this pose really helps in our Parsvottanasana when we want to rotate the spine. This is the motion we need to make. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, come back to center. Good. Bring the right knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Left knee into the chest. Give your both knees a little squeeze. Hug your body, round your back, forehead to the knees. Release. Let all of that go. Before we do the other side, we'll do a quick Navasana. So from our seated position, inhale, lift your arms forward. You can let your toes float. You can let them come up halfway. You can let them come up all the way. Shoulders back, chest lengthening. Good. So it looks like this. Yep, you got it. Toes looking towards your toes pointing. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, let it come down. All right, prepare for the other side. Right leg is extended. Left foot into the inner thigh. Heel right up by your groin. Keep both legs nice and active. And then we're going to fold over your right leg first. So kind of roll yourself forward and down. Maybe you grab your ankle, your foot, or maybe you interlace and find that extension there. Reach the chin towards the shin. Relax your shoulders and keep weight in your left hip and left knee as the right leg stays active. You can also bend softly into your right knee. Calm, steady breathing. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, we take the left hand to the outside of the right foot and we find a twist. Again, you can keep your fingertips on the floor or you can extend your arm, reaching up behind you. Either way is fine. Roll back into that right shoulder and then exhale back to center. Inhale, come up and then right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, twist the opposite way. Dropping the right hip, keeping the right foot grounded. Exhale, come back. Left foot now, we're going to find ourselves right over that left foot. So not over the right leg, but in the middle. Elbows can come to the mat. You can use a block, or you can allow yourself to settle down in whatever version of this posture fits your body. Let your back do whatever it's going to do. So this one is not so much about the back. We're working more here into the hips and into the abdomen and into the waist. Your right leg stays active. Your left foot stays flexed. And we settle in. Shoulders softly move away from the ears. Try to calm your breathing. Good. And inhale, we lift up. Exhale there, walk your right hand, see if you can grab your right big toe, left hand to your thigh, and find a little twist as you bend the right elbow towards the mat on the inside of the leg. So you want to rotate that left shoulder back. If it feels good, left arm can come up, or it can go over. Over creates a length in that left side body. As your left arm comes up, maybe you can reach it down. There it is. Find your toes. And once you have your toes, just gentle tap onto the toes. You don't have to hold on. You are holding with your right hand though. And then use your right arm to kind of open up the rib cage. Open up so you're looking out from underneath your left armpit. Pull strongly with your arm. Keep your right leg active. And then inhale, slowly release. I forgot one, so we'll do it here. Take your left hand to the block or to the floor. Point your right toes. Inhale, hips up, everything up, full body stretch, reach and extend. And exhale, slowly come down. Good, beautiful. Left leg comes in, right knee comes in. Once more, give yourself a nice squeeze. Middle back pushes back and away, forehead to the knees. And then exhale, release. One more time, Navasana. So you're going to be finding either the toes on the floor, arms extended forward. The more you hug those knees into the body, the easier this will be for you and the more active the posture will feel. Then you can lift your toes, but don't let your knees open out. Hug those knees in, even if they don't touch. And then lastly, extending the legs, looking to your toes, shoulders back, boat pose, smile. 1, you got this. 2, reach through your fingertips. 3, make those legs active, bring them in. 4, good job. 5, cross your feet, hands on the floor. Inhale, pick yourself up, hips up, hips up. Maybe one foot up, maybe both feet up. I'll show Gaurav, he can do both. And then exhale, lower down. Good. All right, extend your legs and lay all the way onto your back. Knees hug into your chest. Give yourself a lower back massage. Good work, you guys. And just allow yourself a moment to kind of feel the trajectory of your practice. We've reached our peak moment here. We're going to work a little bit on back bending, but we're going to use our blocks to help us. So grab one of your blocks. Remember, your blocks have level, low, middle, high. Decide which one you want to use. I'd recommend the middle one for most of you guys, but definitely go to the lower one if you need it. So you're going to press into your feet, lift your hips, and place the block at the sacrum. Once the block is in place, relax your shoulders, keep your feet nice and flat, and then you just feel your hips, finding that opening there. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you find, I want a little bit more, go to a higher version. I think I'll go to a little higher version. But you can always go to a lower version if you need to. All right, we're going to work not only in back bending here, but also the quads, which is a big part of our back bending. We need strong but flexible quads to lift us when we do things like Urdhva Dhanurasana. So in this position, wherever your block is, your feet are planted and you're starting to feel, hopefully, a little bit of a stretch and an opening in this front part of the hips. Don't want to feel anything in your lower back. So if there's pinching or kind of electricity in your lower back, come down, bring the block down, or just come out completely. Let yourself find a sense of release and then try again. So from this position, we're going to move into the quad stretch. You're going to start to slide the right foot back. You can hold it with your right hand and then tuck your toes behind you. Let that knee drop down. It may not drop very far. That's fine. See where you can go. So your toes are pointing towards your shoulder and the top of your foot is on the mat. And then kind of just stay there for a moment. Observe. If you want to open up your knees really wide, draw the inner thighs in towards each other. Keep your inner thighs active. This is intense, so just see what you can do. One more breath. And then let's slowly, you can use your right hand, release your foot, and then extend that right leg out. So go the opposite direction. Extend it away from you. The left knee is still bent. The left foot is still planted on the floor. We're working on the right side right now. Feels a little lopsided. It's okay. Bring weight to the big toe side of your right foot. Inner thigh rolls in. And then just for fun, this right straight leg, keep your arms on the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Point and flex through your toe. Maybe wiggle through the ankle. Good. And then lower the right foot down, bending the right knee. Okay, we're preparing for the other side. So just stabilize here for a moment Again, adjust the block, taller, higher, however you need. Slide the left foot back, grab the left foot with your left hand, point the toes towards your shoulder. Don't let your rib cage and shoulders lift. Keep your shoulders down and relax the left knee as you roll the thigh in towards the body, stretching into the left side of your body now. Calm and steady breathing. Again, it feels intense, but you can do it. Just manage the level of intensity for you. Imagine that left knee feeling so heavy that one day it comes down to the mat. It may or may not happen this lifetime, but it doesn't matter. The visualization is what we're looking for, really lengthening the top of that left thigh. One more breath. Good. Now you can use your left hand to release your foot, and then we're going to slide that left leg away. The right leg doesn't change, just the left leg. Extending it out, inner thigh rolls in. You can keep your arms by your sides to keep you grounded. If you have one of those thinner blocks, definitely don't go to the tallest setting because it'll topple on you. So make sure that the block feels stable. And then planting, as you press into your right foot, inhale, the left leg can come up towards the sky, kind of releasing all that tension, and then flex, point, wiggle around. Good. All right. You know me, when we do two sides, we usually go for both. So we're going to try. Left foot comes down. Remember, all this time, we're getting this activation as a back bend. So it's a beautiful way to practice. Walk one foot, other foot in. Maybe grab both feet with your hands, tuck your toes back, and now you're doing the same thing we did before, but on both legs. If you don't like it, do one leg at a time again, and then just make sure you switch to do the other side. So make sure that your lower back is not affected by this. Your shoulders are down, back of your head is down, your gaze is to the tip of your nose, your abdomen is relaxed, so you're not pulling in through your abdomen. Keep it soft. Let the belly rise with the inhale and fall with the exhale. So this movement of abdomen keeps you calm and stable, regulates your nervous system. Let yourself be in the discomfort of the posture without overthinking and overdoing. One more deep breath. Remember, those knees are heavy, reaching towards the earth one day. Exhale completely. Use your hands to release your feet. And then now we're going to slide the feet away. Try to keep your feet parallel. Don't let them splay out to the sides. Walk them away, walk them away, walk them away. Maybe they straighten all the way. Maybe they straighten a lot of the way. No worries. Wherever they go, inner thighs roll in towards each other. You can flex your feet or you can keep your toes down on the mat. I like to keep the toes down because it reminds me to inner thigh rotate to connect with those legs as opposed to like letting the knees flop out like Savasana. So there's just more activation with the toes down, but choose what your body needs. Now allow yourself another deep breath here. Press the big toe side of the foot down. Exhale completely. And then slide the feet in. And just for fun, if you want to try, you can keep the block at the highest level and then go ahead and extend the legs up. Viparita Karani. So this is an inversion pose. This is replacing our headstand. We get to kind of find the inversion with a supported version of the pose. Also replaces our shoulder stand. Similar to shoulder stand, actually. Very similar. Your weight is in your shoulders, back of the head is down, arms are relaxed by your sides, or you can use them to help support your hips if you need any extra support. One more breath. All right, exhale, bend the knees, start to lower the feet down, slowly with control. Once the feet are down, allow them to come all the way to the mat. And once your feet are all the way onto the mat, you might need to come to your toes. Lift your hips a little bit more, slide the block away. Now, before you come down, start to curl at the top of your spine. So your middle back starts to curl down. Imagine you're imprinting every vertebra into a pot of sand, into a plate of sand. Little bit at a time, with control. Keep your tailbone tucked under, keep your abdomen engaged. Slowly the waist starts to lower. Slowly the lower back, tailbone area starts to lower. Sacrum, everything comes down. Once everything is down, bring your knees to your chest. Open the knees wide. Give yourself a nice roll, side to side, front to back. We'll take a happy baby to even all of this out and relax the back. Arms inside the legs, grab a hold of your feet. Inhale, lift your heels. And then again, you can rock. Right knee down, left knee down. And back to center. Just rocking side to side. Good. And then find yourself back in the middle. Maybe a little bit more activation, drawing those knees towards the earth. And then exhale, let's release. Extend the legs, take Savasana. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Feet flop out to the sides. Relax your whole area of the pelvis, lower back, middle back. If you need to have your knees slightly bent here, you can, just plant your feet down and keep your knees slightly bent. Whatever your body needs today to relax. Stay there and breathe. So we ended our practice with some pretty intense back bending, and as you're finding sense of softness in your body coming into your Savasana, scan through your body and relax into your shoulders. Relax your whole body down onto the mat. Let every muscle, every tendon, every ligament soften. Let there be no tension. Allow yourself to connect to something beyond this physical body. Something beyond the state of our emotions. Slowly and gently, we'll begin to bring awareness back to this body, this room, this space that we are in. And with mindful awareness, begin to add movement to the fingers, the toes, the hands, and the feet. The wrists and ankles begin to activate a little bit more. If it feels good, maybe taking a full body stretch, reaching the arms, reaching the legs, like a full body yawn. And then maybe curling in, hugging the knees into the chest. You can do that a couple of times if that feels nice in your body. When you're ready to do so, you can roll over onto your right side for a moment. Linger there. As you're ready, inhale, come up to seated. Once you situate yourself in a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, bring your awareness inward. Take a moment to reflect on your practice, the trajectory of your practice from the time you stepped onto your mat to now. And maybe even from their path on this journey of yoga, from the first time you took a yoga class to now. I like to think of us as being very blessed, lucky to have come across this path and to have the heart and the mindset of wanting to continue on this practice. Many people take a yoga class and they say simply it's not for them, and they drop it, they don't come back to it. The fact that we consistently come back to our mats, consistently come back to this space of awareness, I think makes us very, very lucky few. So with that, I'm finding some gratitude just for that simple thing that we are somehow in this lifetime connected to this yogic path. Let's bring our palms together at the center of the heart. Soften the shoulders. And I think today we'll chant Purnamidam. It's a chant that kind of reflects a lot of what we've been processing and talking about through our practice. So I'll do one line and I'll give you guys space to chant after me in a call and repeat fashion. Inhale all together for Om. Om. Purnamidam. Purnamidam. Purnamadam. Purnamadam. Purnam. Purnam. Purnamudachyate. Purnamudachyate. Purnasya. Purnasya. Purnamadaya. Purnamadaya. Purnamevavashishate. Purnamevavashishate. Om. Shanti. 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 Namaste.
Namaste.